Wrestling Federation. I'm Jim Ross, along with Cowboy Bill Watts. We'll describe the action, everybody, and we'll be telling you all about some of the great matches you'll see. But we're going to start our trivia contest this evening. The rules you see on your screen. We'll be giving one clue per week for 4 weeks. The weekly clue will be given sometime during the hour. The clues will not be repeated, and after the 4th clue has been given, please send your guess to the wrestler's identity on a postcard only to UWF Trivia, 116 West Breckenridge in Bixby, Oklahoma, 74008. The winner will receive the retired North American Heavyweight Championship belt in a special presentation to be aired on a future UWF television program. The answer to the trivia contest is a wrestler who has appeared in the area. Entries will not be accepted until after the 4th clue has been given. It's going to be a great hour. Here's Cowboy Bill Watts to tell us about it.
Well, Jim, it was a great evening at the Superdome, too, for the $1 million tournament. And I'd like to say something. I'm very proud of the teams from the Universal Wrestling Federation because in the quarterfinals, in the last 8 teams out of the 24 top teams in the world, 3 of them were UWF teams. And the 2 finalist teams, we know the Road Warriors won, didn't defeat either one of them. Dr. Death and Terry Taylor went to a time limit draw with the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff. And, of course, a situation happened with Korchenko that sickened me. I almost couldn't just sit there and watch it. And then the Fantastics against the Sheepherders. And these were the two matches that knowledgeable fans told me stole the tournament as far as the best matches on the card, the Sheepherders and the Fantastics, as we just saw right before our open. Wild and Woolly, a double disqualification. But right now, let's go to the ring announcer and our first match here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from Havana, Cuba, at 242 pounds, Gustavo Mendoza. His opponent from St. Petersburg, Florida, at 220 pounds, Brett Wayne Sawyer. This match, 1 fall or 10-minute time limit.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Universal Wrestling Federation will be Brett Wayne Sawyer going against Gustavo Mendoza in our first bout here. A lot of great action for you. Tommy Gilbert, the 3rd man in the ring for this encounter.
As they circle each other, Brett Wayne offering the handshake of sportsmanship. Mendoza refused it. Go behind, waistlock takedown, and Brett Wayne, the scrappy junior heavyweight, on top, and Mendoza, the larger man, runs for cover. The little man went after him, took the fight to him. I want to say one other thing, ladies and gentlemen, that because of the action in the quarterfinal matches with the teams of the Universal Wrestling Federation against these other top teams from around the world, there was no semifinal event in that $1 million tournament. It went right from the quarterfinals to the finals. And, of course, Jim Duggan retained the North American title, defeating Mr. Unpredictable Dick Slater. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, was disqualified in his match with Ric Flair. The next big Superdome event will be June the 14th in New Orleans, but a lot of exciting matches coming up this spring and this summer. Of course, we've got a great one right there. A lot of top talent from all over the world flocking to the Universal Wrestling Federation banner because they've heard of the expansion program, the syndication going everywhere, the exciting things like the co-ventures in the major markets with tremendous purses, tremendous talent. And we're going to be talking and showing you one of the top attractions nationally today that just signed with the Universal Wrestling Federation. But you can see it, they're all flowing back. Kamala with Skandar Akbar. A lot of top guys. We got Brett Wayne out there, who's an exciting youngster. He'll give you his all as he really punishes Gustavo Mendoza. Reverse half Nelson. And he's got the other arm in a hammerlock. He had Mendoza in a real good predicament. If Mendoza just wasn't about 50 pounds heavier, I think he wouldn't have been able to spin out of that.
Mendoza goes to the ropes. There you see a good look moments ago at Brett Wayne Sawyer, the younger brother of Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, but they have very, very contrasting wrestling styles.
We have today the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions defending their titles against the New Zealand Sheepherders, the team they won it from, as our television main event. And Terry Taylor says he's going to be in their corner to try to counteract Jack Victory. So that should be a tremendous amount of excitement. So we want to thank you for joining us today, but be sure to stay tuned. And I want to add one other thing. The matches here on television, we thank you fans. You voted us the most outstanding and exciting wrestling television show in America. Consistently. We appreciate that. But if you've never seen it live and in person, so many people I've seen the first time at the arena, they've not seen it live and in person. What a difference. When you can smell the popcorn, You can really feel it. You get into it, and you can root for your hero. And right now, our hero, Brett Wayne, is paying the price that the big man's putting on him. But Brett Wayne is like a pit bulldog. Brother, he's got that fighting heart, and he gives it his all. In the corner, Tommy Gilbert trying to get Mendoza off of him, but Mendoza has really learned a lot since he's been in this area, and he's learning how to go right to the limit to shade the rules and regulations. Standing vertical suplex, and he's going for the fall. 1, 2. Brett Wayne barely kicking out. But a miss is as good as a mile. You got to hold him down for 3 seconds. It's not touch balls like in the Olympics. Mendoza going for it. Whoa!
Mendoza going for the flying headbutt, but Sawyer using his quickness out of the way. Drop kick by Sawyer.
Sawyer just barely connected with that one. He almost had the extension out of his legs on it, so Mendoza was able to get up and quickly take over. But Sawyer, a ton of fight, and that time planted in that corner. He only had one way to go, and Sawyer does a swan dive of his own. 1, 2, 3, and Brett Wayne Sawyer wins again.
Tremendous victory for Brett Wayne Sawyer. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with a major signing in the Universal Wrestling Federation after our first timeout.
Only a buckethead would want to pay a lot of money for a little bit of chicken.
Honey, you've done it again.
Don't be a buckethead. Head to Church's Fried Chicken, where you pay a little and get a lot. Announcing our 8-piece chicken order, just $4.89. For a limited time, you get 8 big pieces of Church's crispy chicken. Our choice of pieces, just $4.89. That's a lot of food for a little money. You won't get that in a bucket, so kick the bucket. Come to Church's for 8 pieces of chicken, just $4.89.
By 1990, the fastest-growing job opportunities will be computer maintenance, office technology, healthcare, food preparation, and the service industries. Get in on the ground floor now with a quality education from your area vocational technical school. You'll receive individualized instruction, plus get valuable hands-on experience from highly qualified teachers using up-to-date modern equipment. Tuition is minimal to Louisiana residents, and financial assistance is available. Don't wait. The future is now. Vocational technical education for the benefit of all Louisiana.
Wouldn't you like to save 50% on your clothing and look like $1 million? You can with fine men's clothing from Berry Manufacturing, because we sell factory direct to you. From elegant formal attire to contemporary casual wear, Berry's got your size from 35 short to 60 extra long. At Berry, you'll save 50% on sport coats, suits, slacks, tuxedos, shirts, and shorts. So don't pay high retail prices for real quality. Shop Berry Manufacturing, where factory direct prices and fine clothing have been our trademark for 85 years.
Paramount Pictures presents The Challenge.
We're going to teach you to fly the F-14 faster than you've ever flown before.
The Courage.
You're not going to be happy unless you're going Mach 2 with your hair on fire.
The Glory.
There are MiGs in the area and tensions are high. If you witness a hostile act, you will return fire.
Tom Cruise, Kelly McGillis, Top Gun, rated PG.
Special sneak preview Saturday, May 10th at Cinema 11 and theaters in the surrounding area. Check newspaper for listings and showtimes.
As I told you before, because of your fans' support and the fact that the Universal Wrestling Federation has again been selected as the #1 television wrestling in the world today, and the tremendous expansion program, a lot of top talent is flocking back to our banner. And one of the most notorious, most famous, and the most expensive after this signing will be joining the Universal Wrestling Federation. Let's watch.
Most of you probably recognize these men. They're the fabulous Freebirds. Michael Hayes, Terry Gordy, and Buddy Roberts in this excellent video, Bad Street, USA. The Freebirds are world-renowned for their awesome wrestling ability, and now they're on the way to the UWF. We went to Tulsa International Airport to pick up the Freebirds for the largest contract signing in the UWF to date. They left in a chauffeur-driven limo to meet with Bill Watts and Ken Mantell at UWF headquarters. They made some interesting comments along the way. Let's listen.
Hey, guys. Hey, this is our day. This is the Freebirds Day. And you know why? Hey, this is the largest contract. This is the largest contract ever in professional wrestling.
Hey, professional sports. Bo Jackson could use our negotiator, man. $1 million.
Yeah,
You know Stevie
really.
Nicks, Madonna, and Farrah Fawcett, they're going to have to eat their heart out because I'm building me a 48-track studio, man, right away. I'm going to have state-of-the-art. I'm going to rock and roll, and I'm going to be kicking butt, too, because they ain't going to be paying us for nothing. So these guys like Dr. Death and Ted DiBiase, I think DiBiase knows us pretty good, don't he? I think he had a bad fall one time with us back in '81.
I think Ted DiBiase would like to be on our side if he could.
Forget it. We don't need any, we take no prisoners. We have no friends. We've done it all on our own. We don't need anybody helping us around.
The three
You
of
know
us.
what, Jerry, I'm going to ask you something, and I know it's kind of touchy. You and Duggan before have been, you've been friends, but hey, man, business is business.
Well, that's right. You know, we was friends till he become the Universal Champion, you know, and as far as me and Duggan, when we was friends, I used to beat him at racing, I used to beat him at picking up women, I used to beat him at playing pool, I beat him at everything, and I'll beat him for the Universal title.
There you go.
That's right, jealousy.
The
biggest title in the world today.
Can you imagine? You could be the UWF champion and we're the world six-man champions.
I mean, I ain't got no friends when it comes down to titles. It
comes
down to money and titles.
But wait, speaking of the women, see, I think we're going to have to be real careful because, we already got all these women anyway, and you know how money hungry any broad is. All broads are money hungry.
And they want to be with stars.
Of course, they want to be with stars.
I'm so tired of it personally.
God, we just can't have it.
Hey, when you're great, you're great.
Hey, like I got up this morning, man, and just like always, when I wake up, I know I'm going to feel good because I get better looking every day. But this morning, I knew that I was going to see something today that looked better than me, and that was a contract that had over 6 figures in it, Daddy. We're talking about the 7th figure, the $1 million figure.
That's right, brother.
There ain't no other tag team talking about it, is it? UWF didn't go out and buy no other tag team because we've been through them all. They know they bought premium gasoline. We cooking with gas because this dog's going to hunt.
They know this regular stuff.
No, this ain't regular, brother. This dog's going to hunt.
Hey, the Freebirds aren't regular at all. We're abnormal, and that's why we are where we are today. Nobody can figure us out, and this pen has told us everything.
Hey, man, it's ready to rock and roll.
Terry, Mr. Money, Mr. Mantell. Good to see you. Welcome to the UWF.
Thank you. Hey.
Oh, Mr. Mantell.
How you doing? You notice we brought our pens. I hope you brought your checkbook.
It's a big day. It's happy to have you. We're happy to have you here with the UWF. Come on in. Let's meet our president.
I'd be happy to get my briefcase filled up with money, man.
No, I think we need a wheelbarrow.
Hey, tell those girls, we'll be out a little bit. Stay there.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Well, this is the moment. We've spent several months now in secret negotiation, and of course we've been with your lawyers and my lawyers back and forth. I think this document, some 14 or 15 pages, has covered everything that you've demanded.
Okay.
You're a very, I understand why, and of course we've got our demands in there also.
Sure.
Without a doubt, you guys are the most famous group and the most expensive group that the Universal Wrestling Federation has ever contracted with. And of course your fame and your infamy precedes you not only in the wrestling but in other mediums. And so if you'll look at this document, we're now ready for the formalized signing. And
all right, I believe this is money well spent, by the way. Just a second, let me look at it, okay? Okay. The rotor is where, okay. All right, now this is about the music, right?
Right.
Okay, the music.
Right.
Okay, good.
the Bad Street videos.
Right.
Other.
Okay. Buddy, give me some light.
Yeah. I'm just excited.
This is it. This is it. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Life insurance will live forever.
That's for all bonus.
Okay, this is it, guys.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, man.
It worked, guys. Where's my name go?
There you go.
Where's my? Who just like I haven't signed yet, guys?
Hurry up, bud. Okay, Mr. Watts. It's all left up to you. Hey, here it is. That's it. Whoa, let's go party.
I want our vice president and our director of business affairs to witness this because this is the most important contract that we've accomplished.
Bingo, that dog's gonna hunt. Sold up, gentlemen. Believe me, you have bought an investment that will be twofold. And now, if you'll excuse us, our limo and girls in waiting.
I'm sure of that.
Mr. Watts.
It's official. They're on the way. And the top stars of the UWF had better gear up, or some major titles may be headed for Bad Street. I'm Joel Watts for the UWF.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for being with us here this morning on WBRZ. We do appreciate you being with us each and every Sunday morning at 11:30 right here for Universal Wrestling Federation. We'll be in Morgan City on Thursday night, May the 8th, for a big fan appreciation night at the Municipal Auditorium in Morgan City. Tickets will be on sale starting Monday at the Municipal Auditorium box office. The general admission only $4 for the big fan appreciation night in Morgan City. Ted DiBiase and Dr. Death will go against the Blade Runners on that card. We'll also be in Lutcher at the high school gymnasium, sponsored by the Lutcher JCs, on Tuesday, May the 20th, starting at 7:30. Now, the big event that we want to focus on now is right here in Baton Rouge at the Centroplex, Tuesday night, May the 13th, 7:30 is the starting time. It's Ladies' Night, our first annual Ladies' Night, and all ladies will be admitted to general admission for only $1. 7 great matches, 18 top stars, including Hacksaw Jim Duggan going against 400-pound Kamala. You'll see Terry Taylor and the Fantastics against Jack Victory and the Sheepherders. Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Coco Beware the Birdman take on Corsita Corchico and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Ted DiBiase returns to go against Blade Runner Sting. Plus, there's Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, Dave Peterson, Rick Steiner, Brett Sawyer, and many more top stars. We'll tell you more about it as the hour progresses. Now, listen to this.
Whoa! Hey, listen here, you 3 Yankee pretty boys. Fantastics and Terry Taylor. 3 of you's in the ring against the Sheepherders and our man Jack Victory. Well, we're going to show you New Zealand style how we carve up Yanks. We're going to pay back for the loss of the belts and everything else. So get there in the ring and take it like the cowards that you are. Oh! Yay!
A 6-man tag, one of the most dangerous matches in professional wrestling because there's so many guys and anything can happen. In a situation like that, it calls for drastic measures. So what I did is I found the 2 toughest guys in professional wrestling, not the biggest, the toughest. Exactly. And we're going to take care of the Sheepherders and Jack Victory, right, guys?
Well, I'll tell you, Terry, we could think of no better opportunity than right here than to us 3 to get together, because let me tell you, Sheepherders, we are 3 fighting dogs, and that's red-blooded Americans, brother, and we're going to fire it up, because let me say something right now, Sheepherders. A lot of things have happened. Victory, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things are going to happen in that 6-man tag.
Ain't that America?
That's going to be a tremendous 6-man matchup. Plus, don't you miss during our Ladies' Night. Remember, ladies admitted to general admission for only $1. Hacksaw Duggan collides with Kamala. Listen to this from the Hacksaw.
You know, when I come out here and I have to talk about the Ugandan giant, I have to talk about Kamala. Oh, Hacksaw, I'm a fun-loving guy. But when I have to come out here and I got to talk about that man, well, I kind of put fun in the back seat. Because Kamala, he's a big man, he's a rough man, he's a tough man. But he was also instrumental in hurting me, almost blinding me, him and Skandar Akbar. So Kamala, you're back here, you're back in the UWF. Well, baby, you're going to find yourself in big trouble. Tough guy.
In Italy, they discovered long ago that to make the perfect Italian pie, you must start with the perfect recipe. Italian sausage, pepperoni, cheddar and mozzarella cheeses. As they bake, the meats and cheeses blend to create a taste unlike any you've experienced. At Pizza Hut, we call that recipe Priazzo Roma Italian Pie. Discover it for yourself.
This is the legendary Lyman, pronounced Lyman, as in great Lyman taste. Maybe half lemon, half lime. Or is it half lime, half lemon? No matter, because nothing compares to its extraordinary taste. The Lyman comes in only 1 shape and 2 colors. Now, where do you find the great taste of Lyman? Not in here. Only in here, Sprite. In fact, Lyman is why more people think Sprite tastes better than 7-Up. Now more than ever, it's Sprite.
Hey, truck buyers, it's as good good as it gets.
A rock-bottom rollback at your Big 8 Chevy team.
Factory-sponsored 5.9 annual percentage rate financing.
On S10 pickups and maxi cabs, possibly as low as it'll ever go.
And further reductions on Chevy's full-size pickups.
And S Blazers, now 6.9.
Thousands of Chevys waiting to be sold can mean even bigger dealer discounts.
Rock-bottom rollback crushes high prices.
A great time to buy.
At Ron Fondren Chevrolet,
Baton Rouge,
Ross Downing Chevrolet,
Hammond,
Polk Chevrolet,
Baton Rouge,
McPeak Chevrolet.
Baton Rouge.
Would you like to train and drive the big diesel rig? If you're the outdoor type who enjoys driving, then Superior Training Services can help put you behind the controls of these big 18-wheelers. And we can teach you to operate heavy equipment, such as bulldozers, scrapers, graders, front-end loaders, and backhoes. These two fields offer exciting careers with excellent income potentials. You must be at least 21 for semi-trucking and 18 for heavy equipment. Call for information.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from Russia, introducing first your next North American heavyweight champion, the greatest Russian athlete in wrestling history from the Soviet Union at 350 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Stuff International presents to you, Korchenko. His opponent at 225 pounds from the state of Tennessee, Tracy Smothers. This match, 1 fall or 10-minute time limit. Staying with us, everybody, Jim Ross and Cowboy Bill Watts with you, the Universal Wrestling Federation. The big Russian Bill was so prominent in the Superdome, as you mentioned earlier in the hour, going against young Tracy Smothers.
That's right. When I saw him, he and Nikita and Ivan Koloff, all three on Doc and Terry Taylor, it really got my blood boiling. I don't have a lot of love for Russians anyway. I'm an American supremacist. I don't apologize for it. I think it's time to stand firm and be together. If you're number one, you got to act like you're number one. Instead of going around the world apologizing for our actions. Some of these people criticizing things going on, boy, I'll tell you, some of these things are long overdue. We got the pride is back. And I think that big Russian, and you, Jim, coined a phrase that's certainly true, the biggest Russian that's in America right now. Look at the size of those legs. They look like telephone poles. A powerful man, a plotting man, a Russian bear. And then with all that size, he still has to use the sneak attack without warning. They have to have it outnumbered. I've never seen Russia in its history and in all my studies of it that they've ever taken on a nation that had an even chance or did it in any manner that was fair.
Look at there, Bill.
Uh-oh.
What's Akbar doing?
Well, I'm sure if it's Skandar Akbar, he's out there flashing those greenbacks to Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Something's cooking, because when General Skandar Akbar comes back on the scene, you can count on a lot of trouble. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I'd have eyes at the back of my head, because certainly it's going to be pointed at you. And even with the oil money down, they still produce over 1 million barrels a day over the limit, so they're still bringing in a lot of cash. And Akbar's one that'll always spend it. As the Russian, Korchenko, measures the young man, Tracy Smothers, as he continues his quest for the North American title. And there, Jim, that's the symbolism of burying America, as he uses that flag to cover up his opponent and to mock him. And, of course, I love Jim Duggan, brother. He burned one Russian flag right here on national TV. And that flag makes me see red. And there's Akbar.
Akbar, well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more exciting Universal Wrestling Federation action right after this brief commercial timeout.
When you need a part for your car, save yourself a hassle. Come to the Plus. Parts Plus Auto Stores.
I've been flying airplanes in this old desert all my life, and it sure gets hot here on this flight line. The heat gets to everything except an all-weather Delco Freedom battery.
Parts Plus Auto Stores. The parts stores with a big plus. The Plus Selection. Not just accessories, but because we supply the pros and do-it-yourselfers. A wider selection, including hard-to-get parts and tools.
The biggest sale in the history of the world.
We didn't know. We live in the back.
It's Silo's Everything on Sale. Sale! Monday and Tuesday.
Lips Louie, you're in big trouble.
Now there's a legal way to save on everything.
Shut up, you kids. We're talking to this man. Go on.
That's everything on sale. Every TV audio component and appliance.
No.
Yes. It's Silo's Everything on Sale sale.
That's all?
Call it what you like. Then come to Silo's Everything on Sale sale Monday and Tuesday, where a boy and his dog can make friends.
Could Taco Bell talk you into leaving your burger?
No way.
Even with our 50 ways to leave your burger game?
How do you play?
One, you gotta go to a Taco Bell. Two, take a sip, boy, it really tastes well. Three, pull your sticker, you could instantly win.
4, collect the stickers and get ready to win.
5, let Taco Bell take you away. 6, leave your burger in a Taco Bell way.
7, win a Taco Bell change of pace.
It's Tahiti, where there are no burgers.
Only at Taco Bell.
It's incredible, and it's happening at Instant Rent to Own. TVs, stereos, furniture, and appliances, anything you need, just $1 for the first week. That's right, just $1. If you've got $1, you can rent to own these living room suites, these bedroom suites. No credit needed, free service, and every payment applies to ownership. Call our Baton Rouge store, call our Hammond store, and we'll deliver it for $1 today.
Have everything for your home from Instant Rent to Own.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the current UWF television champion from St. Petersburg, Florida at 260 pounds, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. And from Michigan at 265 pounds, Rick Steiner. Their opponents first from Mexico City at 222 pounds, Chavo Guerrero. And at 245 from Kansas City, Missouri, David Peterson. This match, 1 fall or 10-minute time limit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Thank you very much for staying with us. This should be a tremendous tag team encounter. Chavo Guerrero and his new partner, David Peterson, going against Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer and his protege, Rick Steiner. Feel the action I got to think on this one is going to be fast-paced because that's the style that all 4 of these men like to exhibit.
Well, you know, I think the whole world now knows that when you wrestle in the Universal Wrestling Federation, you've got to be fast-paced. You've got to be in shape because nobody wrestles on their laurels. You make your reputation in the ring as young David Peterson. Wow, did you see him connect with that drop kick? And Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer went right out on his derriere, and they just looked like they got rid of Rick Steiner. Action so fast the camera's missing some of the key things. That's what happens here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Of course, you see General Skandar Akbar, and I'm sure he's scouting the terrain. We haven't seen the Ugandan warrior Kamala anywhere around the Tulsa Convention Center today, but you never know with Akbar. Things are heating up. Big Jim Duggan, the Hacksaw with the North American title. That's a resounding victory in the Superdome against Dick Slater. You know Akbar has no love for Jim Duggan, and the burn that happened a year ago in May in Jackson, Mississippi, certainly indelibly printed on Duggan's face. We heard the crowd chanting, Duggan, 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 after the big Russian beat Tracy's mother. We got a hot team action right here. Rick Steiner, the man with the powerful deltoid, sits there and does reps with 310 behind the next squat, 710. Powerful individual, and now he's with one of the most unpredictable, vicious men in wrestling, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, and he can only learn how to punish people. Chavo Guerrero, former world's junior heavyweight champion in there with an armbar. Chavo coming from a wrestling family. Tough man, tough guy, Chavo Guerrero. Gives it his all. Asks no quarter, takes none. And although he's smaller in stature, he's one of these guys that has that ability to wrestle the big heavyweights, too. It's almost like when Bob Foster was world's light heavyweight champion. He had that knockout punch that could still bring him up to the heavyweight ranks. Very few people can transcend 2 distinctively different weight classes. Chavo Guerrero is one. So this is a great matchup, Jim.
This sure is, Bill. Now Buzz Sawyer is tagged in. Both these men are great technicians. Sawyer, all the way to the post.
I don't care how tough you are. That steel drill collar there, that's what those ring posts are made on. You see that? It didn't even vibrate. You'll lose that war.
Phenomenal specimen, Dave Peterson, 245 and in tremendous condition. I'm impressed thus far, Bill, the teamwork of Guerrero and Peterson as Chavo comes right back in, taking over on Buzz Sawyer.
They're at a disadvantage because Sawyer and Rick Steiner have become a very formidable team. And they're together a lot. And like you said, oh, there you see the move from the outside. Again, the camera almost missed that. We need those cameras to stay a little wider on these.
Double teaming now. Dave Peterson there to help his partner.
So many things can happen in tag action. That's what makes it so exciting, Jim. Especially if you got a manager outside, you got one guy in the ring to distract, the other guy to do damage. It's exciting. A lot of people want 2 referees in every match. Let me tell you, these wrestlers can make those requests and sign those contracts. But most wrestlers like the chance. They like the excitement. They like being in a tactical situation. They want one official. That official is doing the best job he can out there, but you've got some ring-wise veterans. Look at that power slam as Rick Steiner slams Chavo Guerrero. But Guerrero wouldn't have been world junior heavyweight champion if that one slam could put him down. Tag is made. Young David Peterson comes in and fires away. Rick Steiner, of course, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer coming in from a flying side there. I don't know if David Peterson sees it. David's up and firing away. Chavo's in. We got a Donnybrook going, Jim.
All for a minute there. It's breaking loose here on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Looks like he caught him in midair. David Peterson has him pinned. Peterson has him pinned. The referee has to make Chavo Guerrero get out of the ring. Buzz Sawyer trying to come off the top rope. The referee's caught him. He'll disqualify, but Chavo Guerrero really pushed Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Saving his partner, and now that Chavo Guerrero comes off the top rope on Rick Steiner and David Peterson right back in. They turned the table. This is a great victory, a tremendous victory here today for Chavo Guerrero and David Peterson. What excitement, Jim. And I'm sure Mad Dog and Rick Steiner are really upset about that. There you see the Universal Wrestling Television Champion. Generally, he's so cocky coming out of the ring, has that little sarcastic smile after he's devastated somebody, and you see the victors. Chavo, we have a personal challenge here.
Everybody in here saw you cheat.
Can you imagine this guy accusing anybody of cheating? Anybody of cheating.
Come on, one-on-one.
There's a challenge, Bill.
Challenge, one-on-one.
I've never seen Chavo ever back down from anybody. If I was ringing out to Mike Wilson, I believe I'd be going back to my seat right now because this one could very easily break loose.
Matchmaker Grizzly Smith is right out there, so
you ain't no excuse to challenge me. I'll do it, but send your nanny back. Peterson will go back. You and I.
Well, that's an admirable thing. He sent his partner back. He wants Steiner to go back, and now it's breaking loose, Bill.
Oh, they're toe-to-toe, Jim. There's no technique or tacticians right there. They're just 2 guys getting down street style, and they're swinging and firing away.
Well, Peterson went back to the dressing room, but Steiner's come back with the chain.
He's got that logging chain. My gosh, well, they've got that thing twisted around his neck. Looked like they were going to tug a war with that thing around his neck. Oh, they hung him. Oh, hung him. They've got that chain at Chavo Guerrero. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take a lot to shut that carotid artery off, especially something as ungiving as a chain. It cuts it off, and it cuts the blood off to the brain, and Chavo Guerrero could be going unconscious. David Peterson must have caught it on the monitor back in the dressing room, and he's rushing back. Try to save his partner there. Chavo Guerrero looks like he's out. And Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer has been biting him back in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
need to get another referee down there and get some. We got to get this back under control.
Sawyer's out of control. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with a special video of Ted DiBiase right after this from the Universal Wrestling Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us again next Sunday morning right here on WBRZ for another exciting hour of the Universal Wrestling Federation. This Thursday night in Morgan City, a big fan appreciation night there. All general admission tickets only $4 on sale starting Monday morning at the Morgan City Municipal Auditorium box office. Ted DiBiase and Dr. Death will go against the undefeated Blade Runners on Fan Appreciation Night in Morgan City this Thursday night at 7:30. will also be in Lutcher, the big event sponsored by the Lutcher JCs. That event will be on Tuesday, May the 20th, starting at 7:30. Well, we're turning our eyes now toward the Centralplex, and it will be on Tuesday night, May 13th, 7:30 starting time. It's our first annual Ladies' Night, and all ladies will be admitted to general admission for only $1. 7 great matches, 18 of the Universal Wrestling Federation's finest, including Hacksaw Duggan's collision with 400-pound Kamala. You're also going to see Ted DiBiase go against Blade Runner Sting. This is a tremendous event. Dr. Destiny Williams and Coco Ware in tag team action go against the Big Russian Korchenko and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. We'll hear from some of the top stars. First, this.
Oh, yeah, I guess everybody's happy now. Everybody has heard about this great match coming up with Dr. Destiny Williams and Coco Beware teaming up to go against my great Russian, the greatest wrestler in wrestling, Korchenko, and his partner being myself. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Yes, that's right, people. I am putting back on the tights, back on the boots, back on with a tuxedo, and I'm coming in the ring with Korchenko. Dr. Death, you're going to meet the greatest challenge of your life in Korchenko, buddy. I can't wait to sit when you go down, brother. And Coco Beware, I myself will take care of you.
Well, Birdman, Korchenko and Gilbert. All right, brother. One of the biggest men in Russia, the biggest man in USA right now. What do you think? 6'6", 350 pounds, and then he's got that little weasel telling him what to do, which way to go. Well, let me tell you, we don't have to tell each other which way to go or which way to do it. We just get the job done, right, Birdman?
That's right, Doctor. All I want you to do is take care of Korchenko. Eddie Gilbert, you're mine, because I'm going to beat you so bad that your own mama won't even recognize you when you go home.
Remember, it's our first annual Ladies' Night on Tuesday night, May 13th, 7:30 starting time at the Centralplex. All ladies will be admitted to general admission for only $1. And you're going to see Ted DiBiase return to go against Blade Runner Sting. That should be a tremendous one-on-one confrontation. Ted DiBiase returns to Baton Rouge on this date, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert had this to say.
Oh, yeah, everybody's sitting at home, they're cheering right now. They're happy. They have heard that the All-American boy, Ted DiBiase, is coming back to the Universal Wrestling Federation. With Ted DiBiase, we already know all about you. You come out to Born in the USA. Everybody stands up, cheers you. They love you. You've been the North American Heavyweight Champion. You've been the TV Champion. You've been the Tag Team Champion. You've done it all. But you have not done one thing in your career, and that is stepped into the ring with a man like Sting or Blade Runner, because this time, my friend, you will be beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Jim Ross has left. He's on the way down to ringside. He's going to be interviewing General Skandar Akbar. But first, one of the most exciting wrestlers, one of the toughest wrestlers, a man who's faced every major opponent the world over, a very controversial wrestler, Ted DiBiase will be back here in 2 weeks, and Joel has a video on him that we all want to see. Bad Reputation by Joan Jett, Ted DiBiase, and then we'll join Jim Ross at ringside with Skandar Akbar.
Jandar Akbar match after match at ringside. Who are you scouting in this situation?
Of course, that's my business, and I am scouting. And, I'm getting back in it full time. And that spells disaster and havoc for everybody that gets in my way. Just like the great man, the Honorable Colonel Gaddafi, I'm going to strike fear into the UWF once again. And it's my business who I'm scouting. All I can tell you this is when the general's around, you better look for a place to hide because I'm coming back.
We'll be back. The Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship right after this timeout.
This is the story of two Japanese-built cars.
The two cars are relatively the same. Both are loaded on boats.
And shipped to the United States. When they land, one goes to an import dealership.
One goes to a Big 8 Chevy team dealership.
Now, where would you get a better deal?
Hundreds know every week your Chevy dealer's a whole lot easier to deal with.
So come see the Japanese-built Spectrum and Sprint.
The Japanese-engineered Nova.
At Nice Babin Chevrolet.
Iberville Motors.
Hood Motor Company.
Graves Chevrolet. Chevy's Import. A good deal.
Headaches, low back pain, arms and shoulders ache.
We're the Rock and Roll Express, and we jangle with all these conditions.
Your body may not take the abuse ours does, but if you have any of these problems, why live with it? The back and neck clinic may be able to help you.
People expect us to rock and roll. We can't let them down. Don't let yourself down. Call the back and neck clinic today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rock and Roll Express.
The Back and Neck Clinic with offices in Baton Rouge, Gonzales, and Plaquemine.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match for the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles. Introducing first the challengers from New Zealand, Luke Williams and Butch Miller, the combined weight of 465 pounds, the Sheepherders. Also in their corner, Jack Victory and Lady Maxine.
America. There's a thing the Freebirds have said they've done. And these fantastic, they're on fire. The people are behind them. And Terry Taylor, Mr. Excitement himself, is right out there with them to second them because it's so sense to let them have Jack Victory be an outside edge when those titles are at stake here today.
These three young Americans are ruling the ring right now.
That's right, and this place is pandemonium here at the Tulsa Convention Center. Dr. Devin's coming out there. He's got a couple of chairs with him. So I don't know what all's going on, but this could be one of the most awesome television main events ever in the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Well, we're going to find out here. We got all kinds of bodies in and out of the ring.
Looks like he's got a couple of chairs out there like he's almost has some judges or something. I don't know. Maybe a new wrinkle here for this Universal Wrestling Federation title match, but Dr. Death is going to tell us.
To watch Jack Victory. What kind of red blood American would I be not sit here and watch whatever you want to call it? You're going to sit right next to Dr. Death.
Well, Dr. Death is going to sit by Lady Maxine. Terry Taylor will keep his eye on Jack Victory. The good doctor was involved in that situation with Lady Maxine and Victory.
Jack Victory is really upset, and Lady Maxine very stoic. A huge girl. Look, Jack Victory, 6'5", and look at Lady Maxine. But this place has gone crazy. They love Dr. Death, and he just collared her. He just made a house call there. Jim, Dr. Death is going to sit her down. He's put her in her place. It's pandemonium, and Jim, we got a commercial commitment.
We'll be right back, everybody. Don't go away. We'll be right back for the championship right after this final timeout.
The following message is going to come as a big surprise to you. Just take a look at this ring. It's the famous double rope band ring. This lovely ring is handset with a brilliant cluster of 30 genuine diamels, and the ring is layered entirely in genuine 14-karat gold. Yes, the double rope band ring you're looking at is the best-selling and most expensive ring ever sold by one of America's most famous jewelry catalogs. Yet now it's available from us exclusively through this TV offer for only $12.95. But wait, there's more. If you order promptly, you'll also get this beautiful triple-tier dinner ring at no extra cost. It's hand-set with 9 ruby red faceted crystals, plus 17 genuine diamels. Yes, you get both the triple-tier dinner ring and the double rope band ring for the unheard-of price of $12.95. And here's another incredible surprise. If you order within 24 hours, you'll also get this Scandinavian snowball ring free of charge. It's set with a pair of exquisite faux pearls and matched with sparkling diamels. Plus, it's layered entirely in genuine 14-karat gold. Now listen to this. The Scandinavian snowball ring is yours to keep free, even if you decide to return the rest of the ring collection for a refund. But you must order quickly. This offer may not be repeated again in your area. So call toll-free now.
You also get a free genuine diamond pendant if you order within 1 hour.
To get your designer ring set plus free faux pearl ring and a genuine diamond pendant, just call toll-free 1-800-358-5858. That's 1-800-358-5858. To save $5 in COD and handling charges, use your Visa or MasterCard. Or mail $12.95 to Designer Ring Set, Box C622, Brooklyn, New York, 11219.
We're remodeling, and with new cars and trucks arriving daily, we're running out of room, so we're going to make you a great deal on a new Toyota, like this pickup for only $59.55, or this four-wheel drive for only $89.55. Test drive the new Toyota truck, and we'll even throw in our hard hats. So come make your best deal right now at Performance Toyota.
The name says it all. Performance Toyota.
This is the amazing Suzuki Quad Sport. It has more headroom than fine American luxury cars. It is faster on rugged terrain than most exotic Italian sports cars. It displays better handling under treacherous conditions than the high-performance sedans of Germany. Now, make your best deal on a Quad Runner. Then save even more with factory rebates of up to $150 on selected models during our Save a Watt on a Quad sale. Quad Runners, only from Suzuki.
I'm John Couture from iMaster's famous 1-hour service. Which frame looks better on me, frame number 1 or frame number 2? I know number 2 is better because a computer told me so. You're watching Tootsie and Jackie measure a face. We have a computer in each iMaster's which helps you choose the best shape for your face. iMaster's is where shape makes a difference.
Come in for a free face shape computer analysis. 2 Baton Rouge stores, Florida at Sharp, Perkins Road at Bluebonnet.
Could Taco Bell talk you into leaving your burger?
No way.
Even with our 50 ways to leave your burger game?
How do you play?
One, you gotta go to a Taco Bell. Two, take a sip, boy, it really tastes well. Three, pull your sticker, you could instantly win.
Four, collect the stickers and get ready to win.
Five, let Taco Bell take you away. Six, treat a burger in a Taco Bell way.
Seven, win a Taco Bell, change your place.
It's Tahiti, where there are no burgers.
Listen to this crowd chant, USA, USA, and they've told these sheepherders to go home. They don't like them. Again, the pride is back. One thing I've got to take my hat off to President Reagan. He's reestablished that we do have a military and that we can walk tall and carry a big stick, and we don't have to back down from anybody. And I was a little sick of it, to tell you the truth, because I've just not been one of those kind of people that were really ready to negotiate.
Luke Williams of the Sheepherders and Fulton. Bobby Fulton starting it out here. Remember, everybody, this is for the UWF Tag Team titles.
That's the kind of negotiation I like. One-on-one right there, and the best man wins. Jack Victory's got the New Zealand flag flying. Butch Miller.
One drop kick's a fantastic double drop kick. The champions are rocking and rolling and they're on fire.
Pandemonium. And like I say, there's some deep run animosity here. There's scars been laid out. Crimson is flown.
Well, that's why, ladies and gentlemen, this is such a tremendous fundraiser. Athletes like the Fantastics coming to your city to raise money for your group, for your organization. It's a tremendous opportunity for your organization to raise those much-needed funds. The sheep herders challenging in this match for the title.
Yeah, a lot of the school programs are really down budget-wise, and I know some of the coaches and the quarterback clubs, they've really got on board. They're calling the Universal Wrestling Federation, and we're working out some fundraisers with them, so you call if you have a need, because there's tremendous excitement, pandemonium. Dr. Death was at the red and white scrimmage to close out OU spring practice, and he and Barry Switzer had a lot of fun together, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the star of the game, most valuable player at SMU at their spring game, which was an alumni game. And Big Hacksaw played defense and offense and really had a lot of fun. Ball away from a fireman's carry, and Tommy Rogers, he's got him. Well, I thought we had a quick decision here, and it can happen at any moment. You don't leave your seat for popcorn when one of these main events are in the ring, because I'm telling you, the action is fast and furious. And they're not out there by the hour. It can happen in the blink of an eye. 3 seconds is all it takes for a championship to change hands or to win one. Tommy Rogers so quick, so explosive. Butch Miller out there on the receiving end right now. A little bit of the New Zealand sheep herders' own tactics reversed against them. And here goes Bobby Fulton. These kids are the people's champions, Jim.
They sure are. Boy, what a bloodbath in the Superdome they had. This is a tremendous rivalry. One of the biggest tag team rivalries in pro wrestling today. Great action. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Next week now we'll have clue number 2 in our trivia contest.
We'll also have the fabulous Freebirds, Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts here. 2 weeks from now, Ted DiBiase. We understand that maybe Dark Journey will be returning, so we're not sure of that. You just have to tune in each week. Don't miss it. Our television main event next week, Duggan and Coco against Korchenko and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And we'll have the entire Bad Street video. But right now, you got Bad Street breaking down right out there. And only on the Universal Wrestling Federation do you get this caliber of competition. A tag title match right here on TV. And you saw that drop kick connect right to the chin of Butch Miller. But he recovered quickly. And Tommy Rogers, a bad fall out there as you see him holding his ribs. And Bobby Fulton complaining. And again, how quickly Luke Williams rammed the back of those ribs into those steel barricades, and now it's putting the boots to Tommy Rogers.
Boy, the referee's in a heck of a position in this one, trying to maintain some semblance of order. Remember that all the stakes are high. Everything's on the line here, everybody. This is for the championship.
Oh, that would have been a disqualification had the referee have caught it. We got 5 minutes of television time remaining. A lot can happen with the speed and explosion of these guys. Dr. Death, of course, escorting the giant Amazonian-looking woman who is the girlfriend of Jack Victory.
He has certainly not been a factor, Bill, in this one. Not with a good doctor sitting there.
But you just never know. It doesn't take but a split second. She's got that bullwhip. See, it's so hard to keep up with everybody. There's so much distraction. That's what makes the excitement in professional wrestling. Other sports have 5 and 6 officials out there wrestling. The wrestlers, they want it. Well, they like being in part of this gambling-type situation. It fits their lifestyle. It fits their personality. Listen to this crowd. They're taking the roof off the downtown Tulsa Convention Center, chanting for their favorite. Fulton and Rogers definitely are the people's champions. Tommy Rogers looks like he's lacerated. He's in a world of trouble. They've had some bloody battles between these guys. They're not just going to be satisfied, I think, with the title situation. And you saw, he just ate shoe leather.
Man.
I'll say one thing for Luke Williams and Butch Miller. They like it tough. They like it tough. And there's Doc warning Lady Maxine. She looks like one of the girls I think he used to date when he was down at OU. She could probably make Barry's team as big as she is.
Fulton needs to get back in this corner so the tag can be made. Rogers is in dire straits here.
But you got to understand, this is one of the most experienced teams in tag team wrestling, the Sheepherders, and they're going to do their best. Look at from the outside as the referee's down making the count. He's putting pressure on his own partner's head to hold the man in the pinning combination. They're not going to let him back to his partner. They don't want an exchange in a fresh man. They want to keep the man that's hurt, that's bleeding, that's paying the price for pain. They want to keep him in the ring because they feel they can pin him and regain their titles. They lost those titles right here on TV. The Universal Wrestling Federation, what an exciting year it's been. The top talent flocking back to the competition here. Upcoming events in Memphis, Springfield, a lot of exciting places. 2.5 minutes of television time remaining. Tommy Rogers is in a world of trouble, Jim. The double arms held, the tag has been made so the legal partner can try to deliver a blow. And you see Bobby Fulton coming to the rescue. That's a tactical error because while he's being distracting with that referee, they're doubling up on his partner, but his partner managed to barely kick out within a split second of another title changing right here on the Universal Wrestling Federation. Tommy blocks it. Tommy blocked it. They were trying to punish his laceration on his head a lot more, but he blocked it and powered out. But now he's in the wrong corner. He's in the wrong corner. He's got to get out of there. He's got to get to Bobby. He's got to get to him. They're trying to stop it. A tackle, saving tackle. Goal, almost like a goal line stand as Luke Williams stops him from making that tag. Tommy knows he's got to make that tag. Only a minute and a half of airtime remaining. We hope that you'll be here for the decision. But again, like I say, we invite you to come to the arena live because the action is awesome. Tommy's trying to make the corner, but will he make it? Tag is made. Referee calls the tag. Bobby Fulton's in the ring. This place is just electric. Went for the atomic drop. Oh, he laid a forearm right on the jaw of Butch Miller.
It's breaking loose here for the tag team titles. Fulton's on fire. His partner back on the outside, and the Sheepherders are flying.
We've got less than a minute of airtime. This title match is really exciting. The Fantastics are fighting back for all they're worth. As the momentum switch, Jim, I can't tell. It looks like it at times. We'll just have to see how much damage has been done to Tommy Rogers, but Tommy's such a fighting heart. He's back in the fight there. Victory, Terry Taylor. Terry Taylor just blocked Jack Victory with a right cross. I'm telling you, this place has gone crazy. Everybody's involved now. Listen to this crowd. You gotta be here. You gotta live it. Look at Doc. He's saying he's still got Maxine sitting there. Only 10 seconds to go. This match is out of control. It's Wilder, Willie, Jack Victory, Terry Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us next week. What excitement. Thanks and goodbye.
TV